Live, Jerry. Jerry, we're live. Hey, good morning. 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. I want to wish everyone a happy new year. We've been kind of radio silent since the new year. It's been kind of crazy here. Um, but anyway, I want to talk about Agile doesn't apply here. And it's a phrase I hear all the time. And we're in the new year, and I just want to give you some pointers, some thoughts as far as when you hear that phrase, because I do hear it all the time, especially when converting teams from traditional management to a new way of working and the exploration of ideas. So with that, it's 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. I am Greg Mester, Scrum Master and Agile Coach, and we talk about Scrum and Agile in a practical and tactical way so you can bring value to your customer. And I think when they say that they're scared to death to bring stuff in front of the customer, it's the number one reason why they say Agile doesn't apply here. And so you don't work crazy hours, you can get home to family and friends, have a little fun, and have fun work, right? And Jerry and Betty are both sound asleep. Hart's over here. Come here, Hart. You coming up here in the show? You haven't been in the show since we started the show. Anyway, I had a little too much fun over the weekend. I can say I played street hockey. My ankle went one way, the rest of my body went another way, so it's all twisted up. So it's painful. And then yesterday I got at that New Year's Day, I posted pictures about the mummers. If you haven't seen the mummers, there's some TikTok pictures up there of the mummers playing and everything. Hi, Jer. You decided to wake up. Put that up there. And then yesterday I got my COVID shot, but because I got shot, my booster shot, because I got that, I didn't take any anti-inflammatories for my ankle. And my ankle said, guess what? We're still here. So this morning, it's dragging. I don't know if it's between the sore arm. That's all I got right now. My wife, though, she got the Moderna shot, and then she was like out for a day. I don't think she likes the Moderna shot. Anyway, but everyone's boosted and everything, and we're all good. Everyone's safe and happy. And even my kids, they had COVID before Christmas break at the end of it, and they're good for it too. So I guess we're all good. We'll see. Anyway, I want to wish everyone a healthy and safe time in this new year, and may they be prosperous, right? And be successful. I do believe in everyone. Maybe that's a different one, the Agile mindset. The Agile mindset says we believe in everyone on the team can do more than what they're doing, do their best, and they try hard. Old school, you don't think that way. Like, we have to tell you exactly what to do, otherwise you don't know what to do. And in the Agile world, we work as a team to come up with solutions to get there. And on this topic, so a couple people have said this to me, my connections, Rich out there, has asked me, how do you convince management that Agile is the way to go? Like, he's like, 50% of our teams are Scrum. Why don't we just do it right? But we don't have any Scrum Masters. I'm like, one, I was questioning whether or not we're doing Scrum without any Scrum Masters and to help people along. But even some of the Scrum Masters, to be honest with you, I wonder sometimes, do they get into the real dirty nitty gritty of Scrum and having people work as a team and coach their teams, which is the next level of Scrum Master. But why do they say Agile doesn't apply here? One, I think people are scared to death to meet their customer, to meet their client. I think they're scared to death of being unknowing and not knowing enough. And they think they need to know everything. And Scrum and that, it's like you don't need to know everything. That's why you meet as a team. And as a team, you come up with pretty good solutions, pretty solid solutions. And they don't understand that. They're not used to that. They don't like being the one who doesn't know everything, right? And that's why a lot of these projects never get finished on time. They never get done and never get deployed because you can't know everything. But I digress. That's one of the psychological reasons why people say Agile doesn't apply. Agile applies to everything. If you think about it, changing how you do business, getting stuff in front of the customer, getting feedback from the customer. So you're not investing a lot of time and money on something the customer doesn't want. Give them something out there. Get some feedback. I think customers like to know that you're asking them questions and getting the response, right? That will give you value quicker. A lot of programs said they weren't. One engineer years ago bragged, "We weren't doing Agile. We're doing the way we want." I know, and you're the half-time schedule, aren't you? So I was like, what are you bragging to me? You're behind schedule. You just stole $10 million from every other program on here to finance your being late. And you want to brag to me that you're not Agile. Like, yeah, that's really great. You haven't deployed one piece of software out to the customer in a year and a half, and you want to come brag to me that how good you are and you're not Agile. I'm like, dude, I would have fired your ass and your whole damn organization if I had the opportunity. If I was the CEO of that company, yeah, I'd be off looking for a job. But people are like, why would you do that? Because Agile gets product in the customer's hands, brings revenue into the business sooner than later. It's not about perfection. You will get closer to perfection, and that's another thing. In Agile, we don't really believe in perfection. There is no perfection. There is constant iteration, constant improvement, getting better as we go, as we learn new things, as we do new things, as we get better. Some people think that you have to have everything perfect before you do it. I said the more times you do it, the better you learn. Look at the NFL players. Look at the professional sports players. Are they perfect all the time? No. Do they figure out something? They watch videos, watch and improve their game? Yes, they do. If they never played a game, let's think about this one. If the professional players train to the point where they never were on the field ever, right? No high school, no college, no nothing until they get the pro. And the first time they went on the field as one of the pro, how good do you think they'd be? How good do you think their product to the team and to their customer would be? It'd be pretty crappy, wouldn't it? Right? But they've been practicing, getting out there, learning stuff, learning techniques, getting better, delivering a better product, figuring ways to do that. And they do that by doing it. Look at the NBA. They play lots of games. The only team that doesn't play lots of games is the NFL. But they still play. That's a lot of beating on the people. But they still, every week, there's a new iteration, a new scrum, a new time box to prepare for the next delivery. Even the NFL football is kind of doing scrum. They plan, they work through a team, they come up with a game plan, what they want to do. They practice it all week. They get stuff ready, and they deliver, and they do a show, right? So they review their product in front of the customer. They either did really well or they did really crappy. You never know. Maybe the team did better than they did. Maybe the competition is better. So when they can say that, sports teams do Agile. If you want to do if the person you're talking to, a sports nut, they all do, especially NFL. They have 1 week sprints. They plan what they want to do. They game plan for how they want to take on and deliver a product, which is how to beat the other team. And they practice it through the week, work on different aspects of it, perfect it, and deliver. In my mind, that's being Agile. And they adjust it. And if you don't know, they don't play the same plays. I can imagine if they did the same exact plays. Hey, Bubbles, come here. Come on, Bubbles. Come on, we need a cat up here. Come on. Come on. There we go. Come here. We need your kitty face. We need clicks. Oh, we need views. Here's a kitty. There's the Bubbles. So it applies. You can talk configuration, drawing books, documentation. It all applies because if you do your definition done correctly, which is in the sprint planning guide, the definition done, what's involved in the documentation as you go, you have that. So it applies to everything. Even before I knew what Agile was, it applied. Always about getting product in front of the customer. We're iterating, but we want their feedback to see what we need to do before we go designing something that totally doesn't work and you spend hours building it and wasting all that money. So with that, when you hear someone says Agile doesn't apply here, ask them why they think it doesn't apply. What are you thinking that Agile does not apply to anything you do? It really does. So I just want to give you all encouragement. Tomorrow I'm doing the Learn Tour session, 5 Scrum interview questions for Scrum Masters doing a remote job. So I got a presentation over for that. I will record it and post it later, and I'll put it on podcast too. But if you want to join us live, I think they're doing Zoom, so we'll have questions and things like that, and it should be a very interesting thing. It's with a group out of Nigeria, so I'm looking forward to the new year, a new continent, going out and hope meeting a bunch of new professionals and sharing what they've seen and what their questions are. So it should be a great session tomorrow. It's around noon. It's like 11:30 Eastern Standard Time is the session. If you look up Learn Tour, so Learn Tour, you should be able to find it. It's on LinkedIn. I put up a couple posts. You can find it. If you find my profile, you'll see it. And I want to wish, again, you all a happy new year, and may your goals become fruitful. Take care. Bye. See you tomorrow, and take care.